We're live.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Hallelujah.
Good
Okay.
morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
They let Nadia off the island. She's not in her boarded up house anymore.
Oh,
Oh, look, my new name, Nadia. Where is Nadia San Diego?
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone put your guess in. All right, guys. Happy Wednesday. It's a hump day.
fun or hope?
Well, let me get rid of my hump. I'm
Hump.
getting rid of my hump.
Oh, I want y'all to see the blue bear in the background. I named him Sky. Joe Patrice sent that to me for my birthday.
Oh,
Oh, that's cute.
It is so sweet. And I said, well, I'm going to find a place for it in the office. So
I just
There it
love
goes.
the way he's sitting.
I
he's
know.
sitting. Yeah.
He's wet. A little painful sitting, but he's sitting.
Yeah, a little
Well,
bit.
I'll probably adjust him later, but that's where he ended up. Now, if I could
He
keep
may want to be
Boomer-
adjusted now.
Well, I want to keep Boomer from chewing his feet off. So that's a, thing. But
Ooh, isn't it?
Peanut butter.
okay.
Some news?
What news do we have? Any announcements? Any news? I have
No.
some of the RV humanitarian stuff, but I'll save that for next week for our Zoom. There's nothing.
Next week.
Yes, Joe Patrice Sky is homemade with love. I appreciate it so much. I got so tickled when I opened that up, and I said, "Ooh, I'm going to make Izzy jealous."
From her blanket?
Well, because she has one too. It's pink.
Oh,
It's a bit
nice.
smaller, but I'm going to tell her mine's special too. So, all right,
Well,
guys.
I'd like to say something from this side of an island. I went for my Social Security and voters card in Brazil, and their government is just as messed up as ours is.
They all are.
They all are. They don't even know where to go. I went
Yeah.
and I got my registration, got registered, had to pay. And then they said, you got to go to the military police because you're not considered living here. You're a foreigner coming. 4 different military places. Nobody knows where I have to go.
Mm.
And it's not fun. It's not like you're walking. You're like driving in circles and amazing. So
What about your consulate or the embassy?
they're worse than here.
Ugh.
That's why I decided to do it here. So I got
Wow.
one more chance tomorrow. And if not, I got a whole year probably to try to figure this out.
Are you planning on having this humanitarian Zoom thing on the 1st?
It'll be the 1st at 2:00 Eastern. I'm trying to stick to every other Thursday.
Okay. You're not going to have, you're going to have to show up after.
We discussed this at the last meeting because it messed up your schedule.
Well, you're messing up my schedule.
Sorry.
And believe it or not, I
No
just found
more
out this
Thursdays.
morning. I've been finding out lately that there are some people here that are waking up and are awake.
That's good.
And we're changing the energy, shifting the energy here in Brazil.
Good.
So it's pretty cool.
I was listening to Dr. Scott Young. He's been studying Nassar for years, and he does Mark Z shows with him. Somebody asked him last night what his honest opinion was about how many people he thought were gonna RV in our group, and just general everyday society, not the big bonds and whales and all that. He said in the US, he said maybe 1 million, maybe.
Huh.
And
Maybe.
that's not very many at all. And he said those are the people that probably have anything substantial. And as far as projects go, he said you might see 100,000.
Wait, when you say RV, you're talking about like Nassara?
With the currency exchanges and all that stuff.
Okay, so that's not including like the...
No, this is not society stuff. This is secret behind the door tier 4B stuff.
Okay.
That's us. That is not very many people for humanitarian efforts. Many people he expects will walk in, get their money, and run.
Yeah, I see it.
That they are just going to take care of themselves. And
But you also know that, isn't it when you walk in, they scan your heart chakra and your solar plexus?
you do get scanned and screened. Now, if I know that if you pure heart, that's where it'll kind of judge how much of the humanitarian money they'll give you, more and more and more.
Mhm.
But they can't keep you from exchanging, but they can offer you a lower amount if your frequency is not good. So you'll still get something, but a lot of the people, they're flat out humanitarian because so much of the stuff with Nassar and Jassar is going to be taken care of through flat taxes that our projects are still going to be needed, but maybe not on the extreme. Then we'll just have like these, we'll create our own banks and just let people come in and give them money under a new system. So I don't know. It's just something to ponder on, but I thought that number would have been a lot larger.
Now that's only in the America, right? That's only
Just
in North
America. But he said you have to understand, we think it's a lot more than what it is because we're in these beautiful communities and collectives in the chat rooms, and we're all kind of doing it. He said, so it seems like there's a lot. He says, nope. Think about how many chat rooms like ours is around. There's not.
Funny thing is, today I
We're
bumped into
special.
somebody.
We special. Yes.
I bumped into someone today, and
Did you say, excuse me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really
I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't have my glasses on. Yeah, that was it. No, she shows me her YouTube, and she's watching Bashar in Portuguese.
Really?
And I was like, "Oh, you know more? Okay, cool. Let's talk." So that's what we did.
Nadia's roaming the streets going, and there's another one. Okay.
You see these glowing orbs,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. So I'm like, okay, let's talk. And I found out because I was looking for tarot cards here. I wanted to find something like did you ever get yours, Jen? You never got oh, I'm going to have to talk to Jen. I know she's busy though.
She is busy, and it's fine. It's not life or death. Believe it or not, I have plenty of tarot cards.
No way. Really?
Yeah. So
I'll make it. It'll be all right.
I thought you were going to add a special one to Jules's. But she's like, here, if you say the word tarot, you're like satanic.
Unfortunately, that's
because Brazil is a very Catholic country.
True satanic. Sorry, I don't mean that to my Catholic friends. I'm not trying to say that, but yeah, that's been drilled into our head because they don't want you to know what they know. But we won't lecture about that. But here's what it is.
Yeah. So she said, if you even ask, they'll look at you funny.
Yeah. You're right, Charlene. Mark has always said this, less than 0.0001%, maybe less. And that was globally. I remember when he was talking about that. So,
I mean, I find it interesting because we are supposed to, if you do the reverse of everything, be the next top 1%. And we're not even there.
Yeah, well, we are supposed to be the new elite. I don't even like that term.
No, I don't like that. That's why I said the next 1%ers. The best. There you go. Cheers.
It's we got our work cut out for us, but we also have to go into it with a mindset. I want to help.
Yep.
We ain't Jesus. We can't fix everything. Set your boundaries and limits because you'll just stress yourself.
We can do so much more.
Yeah. Well, if somebody comes to me and says, "Can you help?" I'm going to send him to King. So,
I think it's spiritually, King, not financially.
Say you want to be healed, Then he.
Here's a Zimbon.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you want to say about 100 trillion?
Oh yeah, they've got the Zimbon. It's the 10, isn't it? Today
10 trillion. Yeah.
10 trillion is on sale for like $27. Yeah. Hey Rock, I know I owe you a phone call. I owe Joe Petrie a phone call because I want to call her and thank her for the bear in person. Jen needs more ears or a bigger mouth to talk to multiple people
Oh,
at one
Lord,
time.
no, not a bigger
Well,
mouth.
see, I knew that was coming. Nope, nope.
How about more time would be good?
More time. Yeah, there's just drama, and I've said fuck off more times here recently than I care to, but got to do what you got to do. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. The King of Cups teaches us that.
Jay's got it right. No soup for you.
No soup for you. Rock's put me in a timeout. You don't love me. You don't call me anymore. I know.
I know.
Yeah. Be quiet, King of Wands. You're going to get in trouble. He said, yeah, for sure. Not a bigger mouth. I see how it is.
Yeah.
All right, guys, put your questions in. King, do you have any coffee questions?
I have a coffee, but no question. And I would like to thank Marcy for the coffee.
Yeah, Marcy sent me one too. Thank you, love.
You guys are generous, and that's good. Before you start on the questions, can I go over some of your Oracle stuff?
Urkels. Oh,
Oracles?
yeah. Y'all can thank Wings for changing it up this morning. I was picking them up, getting them ready, and he goes, no. Then I'm going, wait a minute. You're messing up our routine here.
Well, I did have my nuts gathered, so
Well, you better
and
get
the MREs, yes.
You got both of these?
You both of these
both.
matter.
Well, first of all, when you started to pull the cards out first, fear of coming news, fear of news coming in.
Yeah.
And we're going to get bombarded by a lot of news that we already know. So
it's just going to be on a different scale.
Yeah, but Laura's View mentioned something yesterday that maybe the negatives pushing the news to cause lower vibration, lower frequency.
Yeah.
So she mentioned to observe it and don't absorb it. And that's what we've been telling you guys. But as you saw us Monday when we were singing Ding Dong, the Pope is Dead, change that frequency. Say, yep, knew it. All right, let's do the happy dance or whatever. And our light will shine and overset those lower frequencies. So it's not going to give them what they want.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff as it comes out, I'm just going, check, because they're just markers. We've known about it for a long time.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I mean, I'm telling my dad, you remember 2 years ago I told you he's dead or whatever? It's not to cause tension, but it's to raise frequency because things are coming out. Finally, truth is coming out. So we should be happy about that, not upset, not nervous that it's coming fast and we never expect to see this time. So just keep your vibes up, guys. All right. And the numbers, the first numbers, 21, 38, 23 equals 1. Work on yourself. Mm-hmm. Work on yourself. Then you had 11, 13, and 6, which I kept them as those numbers as is. 11, illumination. You need to shine. 13, God's love. And 6, creativity. Equals 3, which is our collective celebration. The next one is 57, 42, and 9 equals
nothing. Apparently, she froze. Doesn't mean nothing.
Where's my pillow?
This means it's nap time. Okay. We'll give her a second to try to come back to this density. She's cussing. She's kissing. I know it. I can hear her. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let her finish that. Yeah. So this Friday, have we decided on a topic? Do we have one?
Here comes Hit and Run.
I said you were cussing.
No, I got a message.
Oh, okay.
They don't want me saying this stuff. I wonder how close we are.
Ooh. Go
Okay.
ahead. Finish with
Where
wherever
were
you
you?
were at.
Which part did you say? Which part did you not hear or heard?
You did 11, 13, and 6.
Okay, so the next one is 9, new beginnings. So saving your, I think it was to save your nuts and all of that stuff was number 9. New beginnings, getting ready for a new transition. Am I frozen again?
No.
Oh. All right, the tokens 20, which we talked about last time, working with the divine creator, and final one you mentioned was I'm fearing that I'm freezing here.
I'll get a
Final
blanket.
equals 25, which equals 7. Lately, everything has been equaling 7. Even on Laura's view, she mentioned the number 7 with the death of the Pope and the date and everything like that equals 7. That's
Yep.
a divine number. That means
Yeah.
God's in control.
That's right.
All right, that's it. I can freeze again. Maybe I should raise
Get
the.
a jacket or something.
Maybe I
Sweater,
should raise the
whatever.
AC a little.
As she turns on the air conditioner, yes.
Well, because I froze, I got to lower it.
Okay. I'm still starring, guys.
Yes, you are.
Spirit, we're not doing this.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, how is Elizabeth, by the way?
Yeah, really.
I think
It's been really quiet today.
Inquiring minds want to know.
She goes, hi. Okay.
That sounds like one of my Irish watchers. Hello, Haley.
She's a sweetheart. And she would leave if I asked her to. I mean, she's just really sweet. I'm not going to make her leave. She's here for a reason. And I'm still waiting to find out which one of you she belongs to.
Well, I mean, I think it'd be fun. Like every
Don't
time we
ask
come
her.
on and she's there, is there some message she wants to give the collective?
Oh, she hasn't said anything like that. She says that she just likes the energy, and she likes knowing that her grandchild is in here. And I don't know who it is yet, but this channel's a lot bigger than the people that just come in the chat, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, why don't you
Yeah.
ask her? Who's the grandchild?
I tried that, and it's dead silence. And I'm thinking if she tells me,
Really?
then I might make her leave. I'm not. So
Just ask
anyway.
her whether or not she's close to a blue tribal flag.
Okay, Charlotte said she had an Aunt Elizabeth. Oh, an aunt, not a grandparent. Yes, the
Well,
energy.
to me,
here.
she's like a grandma. So okay. All right, guys. Let's see.
You want to pause them?
Nah, not yet. We're gonna change up how I read today. We're gonna make it go faster.
What?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Let's say we're talking about both Nadia and Jen.
No,
And
I'm
you want to
gonna
go faster.
do a 3-card
You're gonna
spread
be
for
seeing
each
a lot of
question, and
this
you don't
and
get any
that.
more than that. Yep. Well, there's one little army cross today. All right.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I've noticed speaking to a lot of you guys in private, I've been going through a lot of spiritual battles. This is not just you. It is very normal right now. Okay.
Yep.
The more light you shine, the more spiritually connected to God you are, the more the enemy comes in. Okay. Until he gets bored with you. And Lee and I talked about this last night. And I was talking to some people that I had readings with. I said, when you can get so comfortable that if the devil's sitting in the living room with you across the room, and you can look at him and go, what the fuck do you want? And you show no fear at all. You let him know who's boss. He gets bored and he gives up. He leaves. Okay, when you can laugh at him. You get comfortable enough, and the battles will ease up.
Oh yeah. When you're doing it, that when they are trying to attack you, then you know you're on the right path.
Yep.
And it helps you not to become compliant.
I'm definitely on the right path. I feel like a pincushion.
Well, I am a pincushion.
People are having stronger meditative and prayer experiences. Visions are becoming more clear, and which is a beautiful thing. So you're growing. That's showing that you're spiritually growing and opening up your gifts.
Yeah. And just take time to listen. You'll hear your higher self let you know what's going on.
Yep. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to pop this up here. Now,
Yep. Pause.
we're at 20. Oh, Miss Charlotte
Pay
slipped 20
attention.
and under the radar.
Oh.
All right, 21. Okay, we're going to pop.
Pam, slip one in without a question.
We're just going to leave it there for now. And if I zip through these, then we'll open it back up. Okay. All
It's
right.
like, yes, no, yeah.
Mary, I was just thinking that to Maj, but I did see it because Wings leans down in my ear and says, Maj has a statement. It's question, but it's a statement. And I went, okay. All right. All right. Let's go. Well, King, if you don't have any questions, then we will move on.
Double check again.
Okay.
Yep, no coffees.
Okay.
Moving on.
Tyler, Angie's ready for arm crosses. He already did one. All right.
What?
You crossed your arms. You're number one.
That was just a pigment of your imagination.
Oh, sure.
That
I
was
see a lot
just
of things,
figment
but I
of
know
your
I saw that.
imagination.
Okay.
We're all
All right.
imagining the same.
Maj has this one.
Oh, was that the first one? Okay.
What were my daughter Amira's pap smear findings? You know what? It might help if I turn this other camera on so you can actually see what I'm doing. Maybe. There we go. I don't know what that means, Wings. Fine, but the pap smear's fine. There's, I don't know. This is referring to aging. What is aging here?
That's when you get another year older.
Almost like her fertility is aging. Her window of conception is closing.
Did she? I don't know if Madge is here. Did she get the vax? I think she should get a second opinion first, but I wonder if that sped up, with the DNA.
Yeah,
because that was
I'm very concerned about the fertility aspect. The Empress is all about fertility, but you have the Ten of Swords in there, and that is not good.
yeah.
Okay. I do not get any big C issues there.
No.
Okay.
No, do you think that they're trying to cause her to do more tests or to remove under an agenda, an old agenda?
To try to remove reproductive organs?
Yeah, to say it's something more than it should be.
I get a no.
Because she needs a second opinion.
Well, we should always have a second opinion anyway.
Here's your second opinion. Yeah. I don't get removal, but second opinion might help. It's almost like this doctor's not going to tell her the true reason why fertility window is closing.
Right.
We all know it can be one of these or
Exactly.
environmental or food or the poison crap they put in our system. Yeah, I'd get a second opinion too. And you did get the Two of Cups, so that could be make an agreement with two different doctors. So
preferably
all right.
halfway around the world.
All right.
Don't know each other.
Is the local sheriff on the side of the white hat light? Well, if he's a really good constitutional sheriff, that he backs the people before he backs the government, that's a good sheriff.
Yep.
Getting a little yes, like a weaker yes. He's probably waking up.
I'm getting a little stronger, yes.
Okay.
Either or, still of the light.
Yeah. But I think he's maybe going to step into saying truth. Oh, wow.
That's what I thought. He's had offers to be dirty. He's been presented with being bought off, hide things. They're going to threaten to take him out.
5 cards, 6 cards.
We're going to have the count from Sesame Street today.
That's a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think the sheriff's going to stay around very long because I don't think he's going to bite and take the bribe. I think that they're going to bring somebody else. They're going to wear him out because he won't take the bribe. They'll run him out, which is a problem in your local government. Because sheriffs are elected, something dirty there. So your local government has issues. Somebody trying to hide something and buy him off, and he's not taking the bait. So he'll step down or they won't. I see scandal. Tyler, you'll have to let us know if he's tied up in a scandal or something. Okay. That was the same question.
That's me making noise.
Again?
Always.
Right. Always. Marcia, okay. Good afternoon. Can you please let me know if I will receive the money required to do my humanitarian project? Well, if you hang out with us long enough, you will. If you haven't invested yourself.
Is she working with somebody? I don't think she's invested herself. Are you, Marcia? Did you invest?
Is Marcia on our list? My list. You on Jen's list.
Well, you better check it again.
There's like 40-some people on there. I can't remember them all.
You got to be checking it twice.
On Jen's list.
Yep. Giving and receiving. That's an RV card. Yep. The collective's going to give it to you. All right. Trust your intuition of who you want to work with. Okay.
The collective is going to
Peanut
get.
butter should be tomorrow. That's what King of Wands said.
Oh, no. What? No, it's Sunday. You know what Lee told me? If it happens, actually, because Sunday is my birthday. If it happens on Sunday, he said, you're never going to let any of us live this down, are you? And I said, nope.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to want a peanut butter cake.
Peanut butter ice cream cake.
Still getting better more and more as we talk
King
about
Juan says, no, tomorrow. Okay, well, tomorrow's New Kids on the Block Day. So, all right, we'll take that too.
Ooh.
All right.
Just for Marcia, if you have not, and we've just talked about special rate, you may want to invest on yourself too with a bond.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you'll get more out of it if you invest yourself. You can take all of that. Not that we're not going to have it, but we're going to have so many different things that everybody's going to be helping with. It may not be the higher rate that you may be looking for.
And I have a feeling that because we are so bombarded with just how many projects, one project, that if we just do one project in the first 90 days, you may not get your money until after the second 90 days. It may be too much for some people to say, oh yeah, I remember I was going to give her.
Yeah,
You understand?
the way they're wording it now, they want us in and out of there so daggone fast that 2 to 3 minutes present one project. Those of us that have a dozen of them, pick your top, and that just gets you in the door and on the list for humanitarian, and then you can set up appointments later for the rest. So 2 to 3 minutes, like I have a housing project, I'll stand up and go, look, free homes for homeless people. Ta-da, done. I mean,
Yeah. That's how fast it'll go.
That's about it.
Yeah, she said she's invested in committees and cryptos, no money left over.
Oh, well. We'll add you to. I'm trying to remember if you're on. I don't have it in front of me. The
Commodities, I think, is what she means.
What is it?
Commodities, not committees.
Commodities.
Yeah.
Is it commodities? Invested in commodities?
I'm thinking that's what she means.
Okay. Well, if you're not a part of our humanitarian group, you may want to join just so you can get in on our group action, and we'll do what we can to help you. But I agree with Nadia. It may take a little longer because we've got to take care of our own personal things first, and then we'll start working as groups.
Yeah.
It may be a while.
Yeah, I need my crown and my robe, my throne.
Want to be too big on your flying carpet?
So
where do I have my fortress of solitude too?
You have a scepter or a wand? A scepter or a wand? Okay.
Speaking of scepter or wand, I went to a place yesterday and I took a picture of it. They have a walking cane with Mason emblem on top, and you unscrew it and it's a sword.
You're not going to smuggle that back into the States, are you?
No, they'll figure it out. But I didn't want it because of the Mason emblem on it.
Yeah. Gilgamesh. That's what that is.
Gilgamesh. You're right
okay.
back.
Yes, Marcia said silver.
Silver. Well, give it time. Silver will go up. But like I said, if you're not on our humanitarian group, join it, and we can add you to our list. Because a lot of people are going to need help with projects, and we'll do what we can.
Yeah.
All right. Tyler, can the guy that's going to help my oldest sister be trusted? Well, why do I just picture Tyler standing there with this dude beside his sister going, like, can I trust you? Oh, gosh. Okay.
Now that's a brother that'll take care of his sister.
Yeah.
This guy be trusted with.
Tyler knows where to bury the bodies. That's all we know, right?
Oops.
I'm
Yes,
getting a-
Bossy.
I'm
I get a
getting,
yes.
I'm getting a strong no.
You're getting a no?
All I got was Wing says you have to use Jill's deck for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a yes.
Well,
I don't know which one's the oldest sister, though, but.
yeah, pendulum confirms no.
Again. Justice.
I think this guy may have his own issues. Says, yeah, he can help financially. He can help her transition, but is he
There's
trying to help
something about it.
legally? It's almost like there's a legal aspect to this. And there's pentacles, and that's a strong yes that he can help her transition out of an issue. Wheel of Fortune is about reversing her problems. This says yes.
Oh,
Fine. Well, okay, King, you don't know which one's the oldest sister. How's that?
yeah, okay.
Another older sister.
Trust your
There
intuition.
should be more than one guy helping an older sister. I guess maybe all of his sisters are older.
Well,
Yeah.
Tyler, the whether you trust our answers or not doesn't matter. Trust your gut.
Yeah.
Well, not just trust your gut. What is her journey?
I mean, I'd be calling somebody and doing a background check on him myself, but
We're all working within ourselves. So
So now you're just as confused as you were before. Don't
yeah,
worry.
it's like great. Thanks for nothing, people. All right.
he's the oldest sibling.
Oh, so how come he has an
Last-
older? Is it older sister or oldest sister?
Yes, sisters.
Then he cannot be the oldest sibling.
I have no idea.
He is definitely confused.
Nadia's
sister in here. My condolences. What?
No, I know. I'm trying to say what that means.
Where?
Madge is my cousin.
Yeah, Madge's cousin.
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 Oldest of the sisters. Okay.
Still related, so we'll still give her pity. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Roman, you got the next one, love. How close are we really, truly, to everyday life changing and being better for all humans, not the regular everyday stuff we all waiting to change? That's a very personal thing.
Yes, it is. It is.
Some
I
people
mean,
will never see change, and then
Yeah.
others already see it.
I see it.
I do. I see miracles every day. I see the love and the spirituality growing every day. Do I see the 3D crap? Yeah, but I choose to see the good stuff instead. But this is not an overnight snap your fingers. And nobody really can answer that anyway, because this is all about God's timing.
Well, it's not just that, Jen. It's how your personal frequency is. If you're in a lower frequency, you won't. Also, are you going out to see the changes, or are you in the house watching the news or watching whatever? I mean, there's a difference of what is being fed to you. So, well, I'd say something yesterday. Yesterday, I gave homage to the beach here in Brazil. We meditated, and I gave tobacco and sage and said thank you. And Roman, this is so minute, but to me, it was like the best change ever. I'm standing on the sand further away from the waves, and the waves forced itself to come and touch my feet. And I think to me, that was an amazing feat. And that brings my frequency up because I'm seeing the Mama Gaia happy.
Well, this is pretty self-explanatory. This is, you stand in your own truth, for one. Depends on your soul contract and whether you're making it happen or not. This is about you manifesting it happen. So this is a very, very personal thing. So
I'm sorry, Jay. I forgot. He wrote when I said the water touched my feet.
Oh, feet. Poor Rock. Oh, gosh.
Well, the water liked it. I'm sorry, Jen. I forgot about Jay and the feet thing.
Wow. You've just ruined Rock's day. Great. Okay.
That's okay. I'll send you pizza with pineapple. It'll get better.
Well, we can add on to it, when we order our pizza with the pineapple.
The shape of a feet?
Oh, my word. All right.
He's got issues.
All right. John, am I going to find a more affordable place to live? Financially, I need to move.
Free will.
Well, some of it's free will.
Yeah. Like moving.
I get a yes.
Yes.
Wings is saying this is more of a scale down.
Yeah, it's something where like her heart will feel comfortable there. And it's funny because a lot of us have been stuck in places that we weren't, we want to move and we can't, but time's coming that you're able, or we're about free to move about the country. Isn't that what Southwest Airlines says?
Yeah, this backs up what Wings is saying. Yes, you can start over. That means go ahead and start making calls and communicating with people what's available. This is movement, but you have to downscale. So you're going to have to lose some of the things that you're used to. You may have to sell off some things to make a little extra money, do a smaller apartment or house or something. You're going to have to sacrifice something in order to be able to financially. This is a definite yes move. You should be going ahead and starting and looking if you haven't already.
Garage sale.
Saying it's going to make her happy where she's at. The heart is going to be there.
Yeah.
Garage
Well, we
sale.
have it in our mindset that materialistically, the more we have, the happier we are. And that's not necessarily
not
true. All right. Miss Colleen. Last night I dreamt about seeing the inside of some sort of spacecraft filled with people who were unresponsive. Any insight to what that was about? That wasn't a dream. Thank you, Wings. These are rescue victims.
Yeah. Was she taken into one yesterday? It's not a dream.
That's true. It's not.
Okay. Also, the fact that the ones that were standing and unresponsive, basically time was frozen. You're just there to see it. It exists. There are those that are laying down almost like in a pod or a med bed. They're getting healed. They're not going to move because you're not supposed to see each other. Okay. Interesting.
Now that we've lowered our vibration a bit.
Colleen, I'm wondering if there was one center pilot. In the center, they control it with their hands. I just show you what Wings is showing me. But everyone's frozen, not moving. It's because you're not meant to interact. It's just an awakening. But it was not a dream. Okay. Let's see. Katrina. Has anyone actually talked to anyone who has been through the Redemption Center so we know what actually is going on? It would be helpful. Through the process of redemption? No, I've been in a redemption center. And they're beautiful. At least the one I went in. Very secretive, though. I mean, they've got blacked out windows and walls and everything soundproof, and it's
Huh.
quite interesting the process, because there's stages when you walk in the big doors. You are greeted. It's almost like they have their own butlers. It's insane. And who are you? Where did you come from? What do you want? And I'm like, geez.
I am Nadia, daughter of Abraham. Is that how
You called me.
And then they step back, and then there's a group of people. I mean, you could call them bankers, tellers. They're not tellers. They're off to the side. But the further you go back into it, they've added all these walls into the building and sectioned it off, but it's all blacked out. Soundproof foam stuff's all over the walls.
Wow.
But they are open, active, and there's people in them. But as far as anyone redeeming anything, unless you speak to a bonds person, you wouldn't know. So I don't know exactly what information you're hunting for, Kat. You'll have to tell me.
Tiny old man scarred Jay from the blue things.
Blue water in the toilet.
Really, it was Piranhas the movie for me.
That's funny, Robin. Joan Rivers. That sounds like something Joan Rivers would say. Smurf peed in it. Yeah. All right. Roman. Are Carrie Fisher and her mother, Debbie Reynolds, in the White Hat Protection Program? Yeah, we looked into that a couple years ago, actually.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because they were gone within a day of each other.
Yeah,
They
I
were
heard
They were actually twin flames or something. They were so close that, yeah, but they agreed to it together that they would leave. And there are a couple of the ones that won't be returning to their lives. Not many of them will choose to come back.
They left James Earl Jones out in the cold.
Oh no. I don't think he was good, but I liked him. He was one of my favorite actors.
All right. Angie. I just made plans to visit family in Pennsylvania after my daughter's college graduation in Maryland. I haven't seen my siblings in over 4 years when my mom died. Is the sibling time going to go well? That's a personal choice, love. All right. You prepare hugs and kisses, love you've missed you, and you prepare the fuck offs too. So it's either way. If you're going to Pennsylvania,
Set your boundaries.
Yeah, there you go. If you're staying in a hotel, you'll be fine. If you're staying with them and it doesn't work out, go stay with Rockville. He's in Pennsylvania.
There you go.
There you go.
Volunteer in Rock.
I'm sure
Airbnb Rock.
he'll
Before
clean
you
up a
get
little
there-
bit more of the garage for you.
And he serves pineapple pizza for dinner.
Ooh.
And he gives
Barefooted.
foot rubs.
Barefooted.
He's going to call and cuss me out. Okay. Let's see.
Just
So,
don't bring any
Angie, you know, you can manifest and meditate and send love ahead of you.
Oh,
to-
absolutely.
And hopefully that'll help.
Oh, you're giving sound advice now.
They sound good, don't they?
You too.
Is Angie gonna and her siblings go to?
Okay, there's scars there. There's pain there. There's heartbreak there. But this is when you get nostalgic and you start sharing those memories. That's a sibling card. Then it kind of heals those wounds. Okay, and this is a very independent card, and it's almost like she's in her bubble.
Oh, she's
You
in the
just
F-bomb bubble.
Kind of protect yourself. Conversations. Okay. There's going to be accusations of lies. You stick to your truth. Set your boundaries. So you've got a little bit of some nostalgic memories will be there and okay, but there's still a lot of hurt because somebody feels that they have been lied to or been, manipulated or whatever. So you've got, Nah, it's really up to you how you handle it. Okay, watch your words. She tells it like it is. She's ready to do the FOs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just curious. I'm feeling. Are you guys going to meet in your mom's home? Because that's where I'm feeling that energy going. Unless they're going to be talking about mom, I don't know.
Well, regardless, nostalgia, memories, things like that, and they can be painful as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
right. Sister Terry, did I break my nose on the what? What are you doing, woman? On the
What?
lemon press at work? You getting in fights at work? Oh my
With the
word!
lemon press machine?
How's the lemon? Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
How's the press?
How's the fresh? All right,
Did
Carrie.
you break your nose?
Careful. I hope you're okay.
You got black eyes and the whole shebang?
That's what I'm feeling, yeah. Did she break her nose? On a lemon press.
Crack.
It could be dislocated, like up
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
getting cracked, not broke.
yeah, not broken. Then you can't break a nose, but you can the cartilage.
Well, you can crack the
Right here. Right
Oh.
at that. Yeah, that's not good.
Did you go to the doctor? You need to. I almost think there's a fracture. It's
yeah.
not completely broken. This is recommending that you go to the doctor.
I feel like it's off to this. It's off.
Yeah, like you've set it off balance or something,
Yeah.
which
Instead
can
of going
affect your.
straight down your face, it's going to the left.
It's like
That's what I'm
it can
doing.
affect your the septum of the breathing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It offset it. Oh, Mary Jones, that's funny.
I know.
said-
Lemon press are there to squeeze lemons, not noses.
Cool joke. Whoop, got your nose. Okay, that's not funny. Alrighty. Let's see. Hey, Charlene.
Yep, cracked.
I have a mama raccoon who has been visiting me the last few springs. She has got a message for me. Has she got a message for me, or is she just hungry and knows that I'll feed her?
She got many mouths to feed. Get your animal tech out.
She just hungry. She just hungry. I got hungry. But she's happy you're there.
You just make her happy. Yep. Something about you're a source for the little ones. I get that she has a new litter every spring or
Yeah.
something because these
Yeah.
are littles.
That's what I was getting.
Yeah. She's got to deal with you. There's not really a message here. If it wasn't for you, her and her babies might starve.
Wow.
You have to have like a little soul contract. So I don't get any messages.
Maybe that's your humanitarian project.
There you go. Feeding the raccoons. All right, Tyler. Does Elizabeth have a message for? Tyler, I'm gonna call your mom and have her whoop you. She goes, "Did he say my name?" Okay. All
All
right.
right, That sounds like a Southern accent, so she must be a Southern grandmother.
She is.
Oh, that's nice. So there, we narrowed it down again. We're going to believe
She's
21.
excited.
Well, mine is Southern, but she's Native American, so I don't think that she'd be sounding like that.
She's tiny little thing. Yes, ma'am. She goes, I'm a part of the show.
That's so funny.
And this is Move Forward with Love.
She's
This
got
is
a sense
beautiful.
of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. She can be my grandmother. That's fine.
There she is. Yeah. She's just here to present. Trust your intuition. Move forward. Take action with love. This is all love.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
She loves being here. Okay. All right.
Rocco wants a quick Vippy.
Ooh, Rocco wants a Vippy.
Rocco left already.
What is
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yes, he does. At 256?
256. Oh, 156.
156.
Okay. Yeah, Rock. What is it, love?
Can I have a quick Vippy?
Yes, you may. Pop it in there, love. All right. Roman, why was Dallas and Knots Landing such a profound part of your life?
It was all of our lives.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Roman, that's a good question. We'll look and see.
That's
You
because we
died in
only
your
had
sleep last week.
Who?
You get kicked out of the Ring doorbell too?
If you died in your sleep last week, that means your life is longer. That's
That just means they don't want him either.
that means that's what the interpretation is for a dream.
Let me figure out the Dallas and Knots Landing thing first.
Well, that's because we only had like 4 channels, Roman.
I get strong, yes.
My family was Dallas.
This is have to do with you would see the I guess the luxury that they lived in. You felt left out and you were hoping someday you'll have this to move out of troubled waters. So this is just wanting the knowledge of how did you get that money? How did you become that secure? This is more of a 3D tangible physical thing. You wanted this life. Knight of Pentacles. How do I get the money? Where's the treasure map? How do I get to this? So you just watched it and were in a dream state of, whoo. Yeah. King of Wands. You were prepared to take action all of your life. Whatever it takes, I want that life. In a materialistic situation.
Well, that's because like our whole family wanted to be the Huxtable kids. Like they actually talk to their kids.
All right. Rock wants to know if he got dead. All right. Wings don't say that. Good grief. That's scary. Once is enough. He goes multiple times, actually. See, he keeps getting kicked out too. Eight of Cups. You left here. You went and got a message from a divine feminine, and they brought your ass back.
Very quickly.
See? Yeah. This is almost because it's good. It would be too hard on Donna and the family. That's just too much heartache. They're not ready for your passing. Okay. They gave you the opportunity. So this was actually your choice. You don't remember this.
Mm.
And now you feel stuck here. Damn it. Yeah, you did, love. There was a whole lot going on here, but you realized what the impact would be on your family, and you chose to come back. And now you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Yeah. Chicks dig you. We know, Lovey. So, okay.
Felt like it, honestly, he says.
Well, Rock, when you go, you've got to remember to unplug the Ring doorbell. We're never going to make it in there. Okay. All right. Miss Mary. Does Spirit have any message for me? Please and thank you.
Yes.
You want to talk to Elizabeth?
She's like, move out of the way. It'd be so gentle, like, move out of the way.
She goes, I'll help. I know you will. Rock says, I don't like them. Who? Your family? You came back.
He may be talking about what, the Huxtables?
I don't know, because that's later. That's later conversation. Like, I think it said
different.
You decided to come back with the back to the family, and he probably said, I don't like them.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's cool Rock got the chariot, so he was trying to be another Elijah.
Ooh,
and he got that. Oh, hell no.
Oh, dang on it.
He's like, next time, can I agree instead of my higher soul?
I don't remember signing that. I don't remember nothing. You can't hold me to that. Mary, quit your worrying. You got to trust your gut. Now, this is that male energy coming in here. This is still communication. And I always get this with your son. Okay. This is a mama. Do not worry. Okay. You have kids that will always be there for you if it gets a little rough. Okay. But always remember you can be a loving mama. Use your intuition of what you trust them to help with and what not to, because you don't want to give over all your freedoms. Do you understand what I'm saying? Set your boundaries with them. They'll always be there, but don't worry. Your situation is going to change. The money that you've invested or saved in your piggy bank trust here is going to pay off. Okay. You're about to go through a massive change and flip your situation around. Okay.
It's a temporary, and Mary, that's your test. Your test is to see how strong your faith will be. How strong when it gets, about moving out or moving in with somebody. Because I think it's still the apartment issue. One of the most about her sons.
Jojo, I'm at my highest ascension. We can still see you.
Yeah. Well, no, we can't. We actually don't. At her highest ascension at this moment. How's that? Get a yes. At this moment. I think I have one more week, guys. I'm over here, and then I'll have a more comfortable chair.
You bought a new chair?
No, I'm on a stool. It's not comfortable.
Ascension. No, this is a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
Faith. Yeah, you're at the top of your game.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference here.
You need to be.
Being grounded and one with Gaia. So they're hitting on a little bit of everything here. You're good with Gaia. You're good with God, ascension and spiritual gifts and things like that. This is a strategic thing. You're still working. You're still playing chess, love. You're going to have to give that a little bit more time. Okay.
Jen,
A little bit more to learn here from others.
Jen,
Okay.
I think we have a new listener or a new person in here. Her name is Her Story, and she has a question. It's up to you.
Okay.
She's at the bottom.
We haven't scared her off yet.
We tried. Looks like she's stuck. Enjoy the ride, Her Story.
Well, welcome. We crazy. If you like crazy.
Right. We are definitely crazy.
All right, I got you starred Her Story. So I'm doing these in order. So you've got like 7 in front of you. So just be patient a second. All right.
Time's up.
More than a second.
Listen to Bossy over here. Okay.
No, and he likes to cross
I'm
his arms.
competing with wings today, so.
Well, Jen, you should hear what Tyler wrote with Miss Elizabeth coming in. Wings needs a backup. Jen's been back talking Wings a lot. LOL.
What Wings? He's like, yeah, that'd be nice. And Elizabeth said, oh, stop. They're playing. Okay. Okay. She's laughing. Okay. Miss Pam. May I have a message, please, Jen? A good one or a bad one? You can choose.
Very.
I'll take that as a compliment, Miss Elizabeth. She goes, y'all funny. This woman is from the South. She's more Southern than I am.
She needs to speak up so we all can hear her.
Oh, can you imagine that?
I wish you all could see and hear what I do. And then you would figure out real quick why Jen does not sleep very much. Now, Miss Elizabeth is pretty quiet throughout the day. It's the showtime that she gets so excited about.
That's so funny. That's hilarious, though.
Hey, Pam, be patient.
She's got the patient card.
Be patient. You're going through a transition. These things take time. So temperance and death card, this is for everybody. Okay. But Pam, you're part of this.
Rounds in the year.
Transitions spiritually take time. Be patient, and then you'll get victory. If you rush this, you might miss a few crucial steps here. Okay. Be patient. I know y'all sick of hearing it just as much as everybody else, but it is what it is. These things take time.
Well, we were trained and programmed, especially with the ketchup commercial. Wasn't that Anticipation by Carly Simon?
Yeah.
Just be patient and
well, we've talked about the microwave society. I want it, and I want it now. It's like a J.G. Wentworth commercial.
I'm tired. I want it now.
Exactly. All right, Mash.
All I want to know is where's the beef?
Yeah, there you go. Oldest daughter's birthday. What does Spirit have to say about her?
Her.
About her. All right.
She needs to slow down and be patient.
Along with everybody else. Okay.
I got that as a yes.
Tough decisions. She wants to be happy. She got tough decisions to make. There's a male involved.
Ooh, a man.
A man.
I don't know if she's involved with somebody that might have a louder voice than hers. He could be overbearing,
Overpowering.
wear you down.
It's probably her brother.
Yeah, this is somebody just absolutely wears you out. You need to manifest your independence here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find your voice. This child needs to find her voice. Whoever this dominant, overbearing male is, he needs to meet his match, and you just need to let loose on him.
Yep.
Okay, he gonna FAFO. I'm just telling you. Yeah,
Send Jen over right away.
you need coached. I'll help you.
She does house calls.
That's all right. You around my house, you would have got a good visual
Right.
yesterday.
She's been everywhere, man.
I grabbed a 9mm and was cocking it through the house and walked right outside the door. And I said, "I will shoot you if you do not stop." The dog getting in the trash.
Oh no.
Well, it was trash day. We set it out for the trash man to come pick it up, and they were shredding it all over.
Wow.
I hate nothing worse than that. So they didn't like me waving the pistol at them. So
The garbage guys?
no, not the garbage guys, the dog. Because Lee has shot it at the ground before to spook him, so he knows what it is. So he took off.
Wow.
I don't want to kill any creature, but you have to have boundaries. All right, E purple. My middle son hasn't been feeling well. Is it ascension symptoms or something else is wrong with him? It's just like little man. We can't get him well to save our lives. It's just.
Okay, so let's ask if it's ascension systems first.
Something else, not ascension.
Stomach,
Is what
like
I'm getting.
okay,
Huh?
like stomach, something in the stomach.
Yeah. It's like a flu bug.
Well, let's find out who's lit out here. First of all, God's watching him and protecting him. So he's protected. So he's not being attacked. Well, that eliminates that.
Yeah.
It's with throat and
Right.
stomach. It's like something with the throat and the stomach.
Something else. And this is the Ace of Swords. So this is throat, voice, glands,
That's
tonsils,
very-
adenoids.
Yeah.
Someone stealing his voice. That's the thief card. There's a blockage here. You might go get him checked out for tonsils and adenoids. Something with drainage. That's irritation.
And it affects the stomach, probably.
Yeah, it's an underlying cause causing other things. That's a distraction for something else here.
Mm-hmm.
And a cup would represent something you drink, so the tummy issues. This is just how I make connections when I see cards. So it's almost like flu symptoms, but one is kind of a cover up to the other.
Yeah.
Okay, something else is going on here.
Wow. Yeah, I think
Tyler
it's
says man flu.
Man flu. Oh, yeah.
Man
I'll
flu.
pray for purple then.
Do we have to mansplain that to you?
I'm well
That's like
aware of
his
what
green
man
eye
flu
is.
is.
Then it's like his third eye is being blocked. Maybe it is
Third eye
something he-
blocked.
That's what I'm seeing. Can you check?
It goes up, around,
Yeah.
and this way.
Yes, soft.
Yeah.
It's just soft, yes.
So it might be something he ate or drank that's like a.
This is all purple back here. And this is a really, really dark. It's almost black.
Yeah.
In all of this. This is all connected. So anywhere you have a eustachian tube,
Yeah.
because they all lead back here to these. I can't. Starts with an O. I can't remember what it was.
Occipital.
Yeah. Those glands, because it's part of the glandular. The N. I am not a doctor. Stop yelling at me.
You're talking about the glands? What are you talking about? Which glands?
Yeah, the lymph node system. See,
Yeah.
I told you I get it. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm seeing that. I don't know how old this child is. I don't know how old this child is, but I think it's something toxic that's causing a blockage on the third eye. And that's what's causing the. Oh, speaking of, okay. That's not something to do with this, but it's something I heard on the YouTube today. If you put iodine on your arm and in 1 hour, if it disappears, that means you need a thyroid, you have a thyroid iodine shortage. Look at him crossing his arms slowly.
I got a shortage of just about everything, so okay.
So I just
we have 4 left. Are you good? Okay. All right. I better refresh this coffee page. Let's see.
Yeah, I should too, shouldn't I?
Okay.
We haven't done this for a long while. Okay, yeah, no change.
What, cross your arms?
That too.
Purple Soul says, I recently cut ties.
Occipital lymph nodes.
What? Occipital lymph nodes?
Swollen occipital lymph nodes.
Yeah. Little man used to have that really bad. We didn't know what it was. It also could be related to he had cat scratch fever, and those were some of the first things that swelled.
100%.
Yeah. All right. So Purple Soul says, I recently cut ties with someone that was in my life for a year. Ooh, she did a FO. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Good for you.
The energy around them was very strange. Did I make the right decision? You trusted your gut.
Well, if you're spiritually growing and he was a nurse, you did what you had to do. I don't have that on my. Was that a coffee?
It's a coffee question.
Oh, okay. I thought I was in a different timeline again.
You are.
Who was it that the son? Who was that? Was that E Purple or was that somebody else?
E Purple?
E Purple, yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to you, the more we grow spiritually, it's a little odd. It's a little bit of both. It's like there's less that you tolerate when it comes to drama and things like that, but your patience and love grows. So it's weird. You get a little bit of both. There's just, I'm not putting up with crap, but I'll love you through your crap. I don't know. It's just weird.
Well, also, as you spiritually grow, and we pick the package of the light workers, you have a narcissist that you have to learn to stand in your truth, and sometimes letting go of that person makes you spiritually ascend.
Yeah, you did the right thing. This person had some hidden secrets and threw you off balance. Yeah, hot-headed temper. That King of Wands. You just can't trust them.
Somebody trusted their intuition. That's good.
Yeah, you trusted your guts. Would have ended up with a sharp tongue. Your happiness would have been at stake. You're just happier with it. Cutting ties with this person. So yeah, you made the right choice.
Good for you.
Always trust that gut. All right, Miss Charlotte. A message from Spirit, please. Okay. Are you leaving? Okay.
Show's over, huh?
Okay. See you Friday.
Don't forget to punch out, Elizabeth.
She texts the desk. She says, "Honey, I'm gonna go." Okay.
I like her.
Were we too much for you? What?
Apparently, she got an appointment. I don't know.
Gotta get my hair done. It's Wednesday.
I will, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you. Tell them I said bye. Okay.
See you Friday.
All right. Miss Charlotte, happiness, fulfillment. Get excited. Ooh, what's Miss Charlotte? Uh-oh. Now you're going to stand your ground. You need to give yourself more time. Balance out. Don't fear what's coming. Could get a little rocky. You're happy, you're excited about the future, but you've got yourself into a corner where you have to have a defensive position here. You may be juggling time and finances. Don't fear what's coming. Just be more strategic. Choose who you work with carefully. Arguing is not the answer. So that's just watching words. So if it's not going on now, it's a warning for the future.
Well, she's got 2 2s, which is a 22. Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
It means
figure
if it
out.
hasn't happened, give
I
it
didn't realize she was a ballet dancer.
2 days,
What-
2
2 days,
2s.
2 weeks, 2 months, something like that. Look for timing. Okay, 17. My sister-in-law isn't doing well. Can Spirit guide me? I'm feeling lost right now. Spirit guide you? Okay.
Oh, okay, about maybe a possible loss. I was driving for my sister. Well, going to the 2 2s, it says encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, peaceful stance in all areas of your life.
Yeah.
Keep your faith and stand strong. That's what I wanted to tell Charlotte. Okay, Dragonfly.
Sister-in-law is transitioning is what I'm getting.
Yeah, I think Dragonfly, she's lost so many people in her life. And Dragonfly, I'm sorry, but you're going to see a lot. We are all going to see a lot of this.
You can do your part by helping, but no, this is. We have the tower here, and this is generational. This means she's about to transition over to meet family. Yeah, she's already in between. 2 of Wands is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. This is just loving, energetic, divine feminine energy. You're just gonna love her through her transition. There's nothing you can do. You love them, but you go through these emotions. There's the 5 of Cups. This says you will lose her. Allow yourself the grieving process. And we know there's so many different steps to that.
Yeah.
Okay. And unfortunately, I agree with Nadia. There's going to be a whole lot of this. People you know, people you don't know.
And death is not permanent. And when we go up to, higher frequency, higher densities, you're going to see her. It's not,
Thank you, Wings. Wings has reminded me of, if anybody followed the Q movement, we were always told the ending is not for everyone.
Yep.
Some are not meant to see it through. Some are not the ones that are going to choose to stay here. Some are not meant to see the better side of humanity. They will continue to choose to stay in the 3D suffering. Choose wisely. So 17, just allow yourself to go through the process, be there, help her transition, and let her know there's nothing to be afraid of. Dying is so easy. It's living that's hard.
And we go through the emotions. Their emotions are not there anymore.
Yeah. Grieving is for you, not them. But you have to give yourself permission to do it. It's okay. All right, Miss Linda, do we get the 1-800 number after the EBS? It's to my understanding, they're going to go right at the exact same time. It is supposed to make it easier on us to be able to get in with our appointments. And I know people are going to be wondering, well, if everything's locked down, you got to remember martial law, strict rules are only for the big cities. The smaller people, you're not going to have checkpoints every other street. You'll be able to travel for emergency things. They understand that people need to get medicine.
You'll be running from one tree to the other and peeking
But what
around.
if you are in a big street or a big city? Do the martial law, do they understand that you have an appointment? Do they understand?
Because the redemption is a military operation, you have military there and it'd be military in the street. They're supposed to provide, when you call the number, you obviously you let them know where you live. I guarantee you they already know. You let them know when you're going to choose your appointment. If a pass is required to get through the checkpoint, it will be given. Military talks to military.
Yep.
It'll be okay. All right. But they're supposed to kick off at the exact same time. They need to distract the world so we can be taken care of. That's as of right now. Okay.
Well, Angie has one on the bottom, a question that it pertains to this. Do we wait till our next meeting? Because Angie's part of the meeting. Or do you want to answer that?
How do we find out about the 1-800 number for RV whenever it's going to happen? You can sign up for Dinar Recaps. It's free. They send you an email 2 or 3 times a day to give you updates. You can do it that way. Or you can rely on me to announce peanut butter. That's what that means. When I receive that 1-800 number, I will go live to let you know if they give a list of numbers. It may be state to state. I can't imagine it just being one number. That's a lot of people calling the same number. They might crash the system. So that's what peanut butter's for, and I will help you out. Mark Z is going to do the same thing. There are many people that will go live instantly.
So Mark Z has a code word or no?
Mark Z he's a golden egg. Yep.
Oh, golden egg is
He'll be wearing a golden egg shirt, and a hat. So, and I have peanut butter. So right now we're creating a meal. We have peanut butter and eggs. Okay.
Ew.
All right. Let's finish up. For our new family member, welcome, Her Story.
Yes.
You have a question about what might have happened to Kurt Richard on YouTube. And anything else that might be said, please, if you got time. Thank you. Kurt Richard. Don't know who that is, but I don't need to know. Okay.
No, you don't. Just follow the energy. If there is any.
Kurt, what happened to Kurt Richard? I don't think that's his name. Is he no longer with us?
No, he is, but I'm getting NDA.
Because I'm not even getting energy from it.
Well, let's see.
Are you an NDA? Very little twitching on that he's home, but I don't know what home means.
I'm getting yes, he's alive.
So, what?
This says financially independent and sovereign. He's tempted to come back. He's busy.
I'm still getting NDA.
Something secret here. I think I agree with you, King, because the Four of Swords, this is about contracts, hidden secrets. Yeah. Got to keep some secrets.
Yeah.
I don't know. This says he's partying somewhere.
That may very well be. Maybe he's on his 90 days.
Wow. Is he on his 90 days? Is he on his 90 days?
Word of his return will come later, but it's going to take a little while.
Yeah.
I don't get anything negative here.
No.
He really, really wants to. This is temptation to make action, but he can't. This is signed hidden contract.
NDA all the way.
I don't know who it is. Her story.
He'll be back.
Let us know who it is. I don't know.
I think he has to. I don't know if it's NDA from the money. He has some secrets.
Well, it looks like he's happy. He's okay, but he really wants to reach out, but he can't. There's something here he has to read. This is all secretive.
Is this a different person? Dragonfly saying Kurt Richardson.
No, it's the same person.
It's the same person.
If he's got secrets on the bad guys, it could be representing why that devil's in there, that he has to move away from the bad guys. This is all secretive here, but he's okay. Right?
Yeah.
I tried not to give a Vippy, but I guess now that just reminded me of somebody.
Fine. Hold on a minute.
Wow.
Okay, I'm ready.
I think his name is Andrew. I'm trying to find it. He is a lone hiker who is exploring all of the Grand Canyon. And then for some reason, 2 months ago,
Oh, she's breaking up.
He got involved in a car accident.
Okay.
Did he find some secrets that he shouldn't have found in the Grand
They're trying
Canyon?
to shut him up because there's parts of the Grand Canyon you can't go into because it's guarded.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of his last videos. And I think they tried to shut him up. Or they did, actually.
Down there digging out that Egyptian gold.
I think she did. Oh, Tyler's happy I can put a Vippy. Thank you, Tyler.
Oh, that's for the scorecard.
Yep, I got one.
Wow. He was going to reveal some secrets. He was really excited. Yeah, somebody got to him.
That's what I thought. Wow.
They removed him. This is agreed to shut up.
Okay.
Wow.
That's funny that you said that. Her story came back. She wrote, very near the Grand Canyon. Kurt disappeared around 2016. Yeah, I think Kurt also has some things that he's supposed to be quiet about. I don't think it's regarding peanut butter. I think it's regarding not exposing.
Well, it's still important secrets regardless. And it just represents that Kurt was okay. Now, Andrew, they removed him.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of swords in here. Like, you need to be quiet.
And he wasn't going to do it.
Wow. And well, the way that reading starts out is he had the full intentions of doing this so he could reveal truth. And they're like, oh, no, you're not. So
sad.
That's right, Roman. Gold in them Var Canyons. That's right.
Okay. See,
All
just
right.
one. You limited to one. So as Sesame Street, brought to you by the number one and the letters F.
It was actually 1, 2,
Well, I think I beat all of
3.
you today. King had what? 2 arm crosses. Nadia had one Vippy. And I had about 12,000 fuck offs. So there you go.
Yeah, Tyler, it's Desert Drifter was his channel. Yeah, he passed away a month ago.
Wow. Okay. All right. Tomorrow I have a busy schedule of private readings. King, do you have anything tomorrow?
Yeah, nap time.
Okay. Well, that's important. You write that on the schedule.
I have nothing until hosting Friday's roundtable and then Saturday.
Okay.
I'll have one.
Right. Then we won't see y'all in public until Friday.
And no deep dive, right?
No deep dive.
No. Let's just take a week off.
Yeah.
Our
We're going
brains
to
are fried.
FO.
I'm too tired to think. Homework is one more thing that I'd have to
No,
do.
you don't need more things on your head.
And I don't want to.
And I don't know where I'll be. So
Well, Then we'll probably need to think about something for next week then.
Next week's fine, but I'm going to start my weekend off easy. It's my birthday weekend. We're going to start it Friday. So you all
Oh,
have
you're
to listen to the show
We
Friday.
can discuss which is better, Jeff or Skippy.
Jeff.
I think both of these.
Both of
These
these?
nuts matter. I'm telling you. Y'all make sure that you gather your nuts. It's important.
Ooh,
All right. See which one of them gets out of here first. I'll see you in the
The one on the
morning
left.
for oracles.
the one on the
And
left.
well, I'll see you on Friday.
Bye, love.
He's got a portal in his room. I'm convinced. Yeah.
I don't know how he has the longest finger to shut it off. I have to go over here. Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Great show. I guess I could take the banner off. That might help. One of these days, we'll get us a fancy studio and fancy people behind the scenes. I don't know. Whatever. At least get Jen a secretary. All right, guys. Beautiful show. I love ya. Enjoy your evening and be blessed. Peanut butter cake for Jen's birthday. Yes, absolutely. Let's manifest it. All right, guys. Blessings, blessings. I love ya.